Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising's horoscope for the lunar cycle. This lunar cycle starts with the new moon in Libra on October 21st and goes until the new moon in Scorpio on November 20th. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe. Check out the links below. One of those links down below is for this calendar. This is Llewellyn's 2026 astrological calendar. It's got all the transits, it's got the planetary connections. Let me show you. It shows the moon's movement on every day. It shows the planetary connections. If you're wanting to plan your life in advance, pick some good days. This is important. Also want to say congratulations to Daryl Grigsby. He was the winner of Leo Season's free reading. Thank you, Daryl. It was great to do your reading. Check out his reviews in the link below. Let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. This new moon on October 21st is in Libra. This is your 9th house. This is the area of your life you are wanting to master. This is long distance travel. This is long-term learning. This new start has a 90-degree angle to Jupiter. We call this a square. This is a mild square. It's not quite 90 degrees, but Jupiter definitely has its influence. This could very much you be overcommitting to some daily routines in order to better accomplish your goal of long-term learning and mastery. This could bring a guru into your life that causes you to commit to a little bit too much throughout your day, too much of a health routine, any sort of health or daily practices. This is a beautiful energy. Just be sure not to overcommit yourself because the impulse will be there. Then on October 22nd, Neptune, which has been going retrograde in the sky, moves back into Pisces. So Pisces rules your 2nd house. You normally like to be easygoing, just loosey-goosey with your finances. Finances to you is more about a spiritual energy than anything. Neptune moving back into Pisces just reiterates this energy. So you may not even notice the shift. Also on October 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So this is your 10th house. This is your career. This is the legacy you're leaving in the world. With the sun in Scorpio, you're just a little bit more focused on your work and career right now. This is just the spotlight, the sun shifting its beams. And this part of your life becomes a little bit more important this time of year. Then on October 24th, we have some competing energies. So the sun is squaring Pluto. The sun, newly in that 10th house of career, is squaring Pluto that has recently come into your 1st house. So there's some sort of crisis of consciousness. Someone in your work life is maybe trying to control you in a bit of a demeaning way. This would be a masculine energy. This may be you being very critical of the way you look, how you appear in the world. This could be some internal self-destruction. Also on this day, Mercury, which is also in that 10th house, has a trine, a 120-degree angle, a beautiful, easy flow of energy to Jupiter in your 6th house. So these are your daily routines, how you go about your daily practices in life, and Mercury is causing you to be positive about it. This is definitely a glass half full energy where you think you're going to get everything done that day. And it's happening at the same time that the sun is squaring Pluto. So there's just some conflicting energies that day. That is on October 24th. Then on October 25th, Mercury trines Saturn. Now, Saturn is also in that 2nd house, your finances, personal values. This is the sign of Pisces. So Neptune has recently moved back in there. Saturn is all about structure, organization, following the rules, doing what you're supposed to. And Mercury in that house of work is somehow leaning itself for you to be like, yeah, I need to get organized with my finances. Yeah, I need to hold back on my finances. This too is also a fast moving energy That happens on October 25th. Then on October 27th, Mars is also in Scorpio, also in that 10th house of career and legacy. You have been so motivated at work. That has been the place that gives you energy, that gives you drive. And Mars on October 27th is trining. That's that 120-degree easy aspect to Jupiter in your 6th house. So you are feeling motivated to get all your daily chores done, all your health practices done, and you're doing it in a positive way. This energy will feel it building up on the 26th and the 27th, but it comes exact on the 27th. Then on the 29th, Mercury trines Neptune. So Mercury's in that 10th house of work, and Neptune has recently moved back into that financial house. You're not seeing your finances clearly, and you're seeing it in a better light. This is definitely some glass half full energy. This is a fast moving energy though, and later that day, Mercury changes sign and moves into Sagittarius. This is your 11th house. This is the house of your chosen friends. Almost as soon as Mercury moves into Sagittarius, it opposes Uranus. So there's some sort of disruption from your passion projects, from your kiddos, in regards to communication with your friends. This is unexpected, maybe a little bit of drama. This is on the 29th. Also going on the 29th though, Mars in that 10th house of career is trining Saturn in that 2nd house of finances. When Mars trines Saturn, we want to be precise. We want to be exact, and we are motivated to have high standards and to refrain ourselves, have some self-control. And your motivation at work is causing you to be like, hey, I'm going to be super good with my money. All that energy is going on the 29th, so it should be an interesting day. Then Aquarius on October 30th, Mercury newly in that 11th house of friends and chosen compadres, sextiles Pluto in your 1st house. So something about communication with your friends, thinking about your friends reaching out and calling you, is sort of reorganizing your appearance in the world, how you're going to show up, how you're going to present yourself. This is a fast-moving energy. This is on October 30th. Then on October 31st, we have no exact planetary movement, but it's Halloween, so happy Halloween. Then on November 2nd, Venus, who has been moving through that 9th house of long-term learning, of what you want to master, the gurus in this world, Venus is squaring Jupiter in that 6th house. So you've been enjoying learning, you've been enjoying growing, and something about Jupiter in your 6th house has also been enjoyable, but this is a square energy, so it's almost too much of a good thing. You're learning and growing, going about your day, learning and growing, enjoying your long-term goals, and there is some sort of friction there. It's still a good day. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. It's almost too much of a good thing, but that is on November 2nd. Then on November 3rd, Mars, which is still in that 10th house, this is your career, your legacy in the world. You're motivated to go to work. Mars has this beautiful trine, 120-degree energy to Neptune in that 2nd house. This may just be you motivated to work. Who cares about the money? So Neptune is that spiritual energy, that ethereal part of us. It doesn't like boundaries. It doesn't like standards. And it's in that 2nd house. Now, yes, Saturn's nearby, kind of ruffling its feathers. But on November 3rd, Mars in your house of career is making a beautiful connection to Neptune. So this is you just working and enjoying for the sake of work and accomplishing things. That is on November 3rd. Then on November 4th, Mars moves into Sagittarius. This is your 11th house, your chosen friends, the people you network with. So when Mars is there, you're motivated to hang out with your friends. You may be bickering with them, competing with them. Just about as soon as Mars moves into Sagittarius, it opposes Uranus, So there's some sort of unexpected behavior, surprise communication from the kiddos, your passion projects, that's kind of interfering with you going, competing, and hanging out with your friends. And that takes place on November 4th. Then on November 5th, we've got the full moon in Taurus. Taurus rules your 4th house. This is family, home, upbringing. There is something coming to light, coming to fruition in this 4th house of family and upbringing. Also during this time, Mars is sextiling Pluto. So something about the competition with your friends, the hanging out with your friends, is kind of causing you to go deeper about who you are in this world, how you appear and show up in this world. This is happening underneath the full moon. There's tension between the family energies and the work energies that day, so this may be pretty intense. On November 6th, Mars sextiles Pluto, and that's when the energy comes exact. There may be peer pressure from friends to change the way you look or change the way that you appear, and that energy will come exact on November 6th. Also on November 6th, Venus leaves your 9th house and moves into the 10th house of career and legacy. You will be enjoying work just a little bit more. Venus is going to be in Scorpio for the next few weeks, so definitely enjoy this, Aquarius. Then we've kind of been feeling a little anxious. We've felt the energy building all week. On November 7th, Uranus moves back into Taurus. Taurus is that home and family life, that upbringing. Your family's been crazy these past 7 years. Maybe you've had struggles with having stability in the home life, struggles with family members going off the rails. It's probably felt like you've had one thing after another from your family, and you've had a little bit of a break from this these past few months, but Uranus is moving back into Taurus. Will be there for a few months before it leaves for the next 84 years, so you're about to be through with this energy. Just hang in there, Aquarius. You got just a few more months of crazy from the family. Uranus moves back into Taurus on the 7th. Now, if you feel like, oh my gosh, this is whiplash, I'm like feeling all over the place from these energies, this is the 3rd outer planet to be going retrograde and move back into a different sign in the past 2 months. So everyone's feeling this. This is not just you, but there is a little bit of almost astrological whiplash going on right now. Then on November 9th, Mercury stations. So it stands still in the sky and appears to be moving backwards. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it's not a great day to be on the road. It's not a great day for communication and technology. It's kind of just a chill day. So Mercury's in the sign of Sagittarius. This is your 11th house, your chosen friends. It may be hard to communicate with your friends that day. They may be having cell phone troubles. You might be having cell phone troubles. Traffic is normally pretty miserable on the days that Mercury stands still. So just be aware of that, Aquarius. That is on November 9th. Then on November 11th, Jupiter stations in the sky before going retrograde. So Jupiter becomes the 5th planet in the sky to go retrograde. If you've been feeling like you just can't move forward, like there's some stuff holding you back, just energetic weight, there kind of is. So just be gentle with yourself. Be sure to dot I's, cross T's. It's easier to go over and redo stuff right now, especially with this many planets in retrograde. Jupiter is in that 6th house of daily routines and health practices, Aquarius. So this is a time to go back over what makes you feel good, what works for you when it comes to staying in line and getting things done throughout the day. Then on the 13th, November 13th, Mercury and Mars come together in the sky. We call this a conjunction. They're in the same degree. This is happening in that 11th house of friendships, the people you make an effort to hang out with. This is you thinking fast, speaking fast, easily getting triggered, maybe saying some stuff you will potentially regret. If you can hold yourself back, this would be a good day to do it. This is a fast-moving energy, but it will be there on November 13th. Then on November 17th, the Sun, which is in Scorpio, trines Jupiter and Saturn. This is very much a beautiful energy flow. So we call this a grand trine. When three planets line up at 120 degrees apiece, the energy just naturally flows. And this is with the planet Jupiter, the planet Saturn, and the Sun. So this is just an energy of stability and abundance. We are feeling good. We are feeling supported by the universe. Emotionally, we are feeling good. This is just a good, wholesome energy. This is on November 17th, Aquarius, and it's taking place in your house of finances, your daily routines, and your work life. So just be aware for that, and we'll be grateful for this beautiful day. Then on November 19th, Mercury, which is going retrograde in the sky, moves back into Scorpio. This is your house of career and legacy. So people may be remembering things you have done at work. This is a good time to go back over things, projects that have been left undone that need to be reworked, finished. People will be thinking about you and your career, so take advantage of this energy, Aquarius. Mercury is going to be there for the next few weeks. Then on November 20th, we have the new moon in Scorpio. So we have come to the end of one lunar cycle, and we are now starting a new one. This new moon in Scorpio is in that 10th house. This is career and legacy. So there's going to be some sort of new beginning around work. This new moon is also happening during a Mercury cazimi. So a Mercury cazimi is when Mercury lines up with the Sun and all sorts of brilliant ideas are sprinkled about humanity. These are brilliant aha moments. This is when inventions happen, mental breakthroughs. So this new start is all about clarity. To add to that, Uranus and Neptune, which are going retrograde in the sky, make a sextile on that day. So this is surprising communication. So this is something unexpected in your family life, kind of opening your eyes to your financial world. What's really going on with your money? And this new moon with the clear ideas is helping with that. So enjoy this new moon, Aquarius. And that is the end. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe. Check out those links down below, and I will see you again soon.